Hi boys and girls, my name is Lisa and I'm going to show you how to make a decorative little dish with texture on it for your clay project today. Alright, so first of all you want to have your ball you want to roll your clay into a ball and you want to pinch off 3 little marble sized pieces of clay. Okay, so make them about the same size. So you need your 3 little pieces of clay. Then roll this around. It doesn't have to be perfect, but kind of smooths it out. Now we're going to make a slab. So we're going to go from this sphere to a slab by either pressing it on the table, and if you're working on a table, you might want to have a piece of wax paper or a napkin or something down so that you're not getting your table all dirty, and to protect from anything that we might cut with. Okay, so you want to make a slab, which is kind of like a pancake. Okay. Make it nice and even, but not too thin because you don't want it to be too fragile. So make it about the thickness of a pancake. Now, you can either cut with a plastic knife, you can cut out the shape of your heart, or you can just take your fingers and press down on one edge. Okay, so I'm kind of dividing it to make the 2 divisions of the heart. And then I'm going to pinch it at the bottom, kind of pinch and pull and make the pointy part of the heart. Now, if you mess up, don't worry about it because you can just start over. Okay, and I'm just going to smooth this until I have the shape of the heart that I want. Okay, I'm just kind of pressing into the circle edge, and then I'm just shaping it with my fingers and I'm smoothing it out. Okay. All right, now I'm going to just check my shape a little bit. Now we're going to create texture. Texture is how something feels, okay? And we're going to use whatever you have around the house. Just go on a little scavenger hunt all around your house and see what you can find. Look at little toys, look in the junk drawer. You might find things like straws, or in a toolbox you might find some interesting tools. Here's a toy car, here's a bottle cap, Legos. Just look around, there's so many different things. Even outside in nature you might find things you can press into the clay from things that are outside. All right, so I'm just going to make some texture. Let's see what happens if I roll this little car across here. All right, that creates kind of a texture across there. I might even press down a little harder. All right, here is a fork. I might just take this and press it along the edge. Almost looks like I've stitched it. I'm just repeating a pattern all the way around. Now yours will look different, but that's okay. Here's a Lego. I might press this Lego in, see what happens. Here's a bottle cap. I could use the edge, or I could use and make a circle. Here's like a chopstick. So I could do something, you know, just making little circles with a chopstick. Or I could lay it down like this and roll it around. Let's see here. Here's a little part of a straw. Okay, so there's lots of things. Okay, now I'm going to take and flip this over, and I'm going to take these little circles, roll them around, and the shape of yours doesn't have to be an exact circle, but I'm going to roll these into little balls, and now I'm going to kind of flatten one part, and I'm going to take, it could be a toothpick, could be any kind of little tool, even like a screwdriver, and I'm going to rough this up. This is called scoring, so I'm roughing this up. I'm going to take a little water, this is like the glue, put a little water on there, and put it on the bottom of your heart. And I'm going to smooth this on the edges, just to make it more secure. And then shape it with your fingers. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, make it a little bit flat, score it, little water, And I'm going to put it on this side. Okay, and I'll smooth that on. Here's this one. A little water, put it over here. Wiggle it, press it into place. Smooth it on the edges a little bit, just to make sure it stays. Now let's see if they're not level, then we can kind of squish them around. Okay, so that gives you a nice little level base. Now, you might use this for little pieces of candy. You might use it for jewelry. I'm going to kind of bend the edges of my heart up so that things don't roll off of it, just to give it a little edge. And then you want to let this dry. You can put it outside in the sun to let it dry, or you can let it dry in your house and just let it dry until a couple days. And when it's completely dry, then you're ready to paint it. Now, when I painted mine, I used one color for the feet, and then I painted it all a dark purple. I went over the top of it with a white, and I just brushed this over the top real lightly so that I could see the texture. The dark paint is inside those little crevices, and the lighter paint is on top. But you can do whatever you want. So enjoy making your little heart dish.